This Lion fan base, Coach, they have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go!
Wait, that Alabama, 380.
Come on out here, come get some. Come get some. Come out here, come get some. He don't want it.
Alpha.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Wait, that. Wait, 20.
He's coming, Mike. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Tight dog. General West. Away. Bravo.
22. All day. All day.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Hey, I'm coming.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call the timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
Go.
Mike 22. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Ramp.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Check Mike. Check it. Reload.
Here's Brady. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. 22 yards there, a first down.
Slam. 64. Wait.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Wait, that. Wait,
3 bud.
Hey, Alabama. Mike 22. Regular.
On play action, it's Brady. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm, let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call gut pressure.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. A short gain here, maybe a yard to to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready? 70, Indy.
53 is mine. I got one.
Rock it. Let's go.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go. 90, Wolf.
Mike.
Hey, Zoo.
53 is the Mike. 53, check.
Hey, Sam off.
We own it.
Hey.
Back. Check. Fresno.
Fair. Hey, Charlie.
24, check.
Let's go.
On second and 15 now. Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Check. Kill.
Hey, seam 6. Ready.
They'll run with Mack. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Meanwhile, here a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Big hold of the 30. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, 82 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Hey, lock it.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hard. Hey, high 7. Big grip.
On 2nd and 9. Lock. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Rock it.
Check 31. Check.
Hey, Sam off.
36. Shit. Joker.
On first down, Lock. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amari Cooper, 40 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mike Evans, 76 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Walt Aikens. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the formal. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Shadow.
On play action, now Brady. And that's caught inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Brady now to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. It's our time. It's our time. Mike 22, Mike 22.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Hey, 66.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Falcons push further out in front.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
Hey, lock it. Let's go.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Look at me. Go. Go.
Throwing on second down. Lock. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu picks up his second sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Good job.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
Go, Jack. Ready?
On third and long, it's Locke. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Hey, set. Ready?
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
They go with Gurley on first down, but he goes nowhere. They bottled him up for a loss of a couple. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Motion. Block. Check. Lucky.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Hey, set. Run 80. Alert. Hey, echo.
Mike 22. I got you. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. I got one. Mike 22.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's got Evans. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy that gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
A nice run there by Gurley on first down as he'll get about 7 out of it. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Don't be mad. There's more coming.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 37. Hopkins' kick is good. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Rocket. Hey, orbit. On the ball.
Kill.
Shoot.
On second down, here's Locke. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On the ready.
53, Mike. Watch the run. Whip.
Watch recon, 132 fighter.
Kill. Slam.
Stay firm.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle?
Ready.
That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Locke. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Mike 5-4. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Hey, Delta.
Kill.
Fair.
Kill. Turn up.
Snap.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Tyus Bowser came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Room past the 20, and the cutback to the sideline. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
Okay, every now and then my defensive bias will leak out here. abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
Hey, check it.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Lewis has the first down and then some. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They run. It's Gurley.
You ain't doing nothing today.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 50.
Right here, right here.
Here we go, 50, 50. Mike 50. Watch the run.
Ozzy.
They're running.
Ozzy.
Say. Watch twist.
Go on. No,
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Check. Hey, 66. Let's go on. No, 66.
Check hot route. Hot. Check 3.
Why did he hit?
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady. Forced out to his left. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
50.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 50. Hey, get in the weight room. Mike 50.
Check and reload!
Now they'll throw with Brady. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Mike.
Hey, set. 53.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Tighten up. Check. Crunch. Hey.
Look what he hit.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?